first upload of the new channel. If you missed my last Wi-Fi battle on my old channel, please click on the annotation right here. Hello everyone, welcome to my new channel, and what better way to start off this new channel than with a Wi-Fi match up against DancingOddish. And this was for Sofie and Rick's NU tournament. Obviously this match took place before the tier changes. As you can see that my opponent has a Slow King and a Clink Clang, and looking at the length of this match, it was a pretty long match. Very Haxy, extremely Haxy. I don't even know how I'm gonna deal with all of those Pokemon. I wanted to bring Scolipede. I really did, but I didn't, and I paid the price for it. The reason why I'm leading off with my Jinx is because my Jinx is Scarf, and I figured I could hit something pretty damn hard for something hard because I think I'm modest nature. But anyway, he's going to lead off with his Cinccino, as I'm going to lead off with my Jinx, and I am going to go straight for the Focus Blast because I am Scarfed, and I know I can outspeed it unless it's Scarf, but I don't know why you would run a Scarf Cinccino. That's kind of weird. But so I'm going to go for the Focus Blast. Thank goodness I hit the Focus Blast, and that's going to be one dead Cinccino right at the beginning of the match. Early 6-5 for me. But he knows now that I'm Scarf, so he's going to bring in Slow King. And he's just gonna go, and I'm gonna actually switch out, go into my Cryogonal, and he's gonna go for the Scald. I'm really surprised he didn't go for a Fire Blast or a Flamethrower or something. Very surprised. But that I would have taken it fairly well anyway. But that was just pretty amazing. But now he's gonna switch into his Clink Clang, as I'm gonna go into my Weezing, because Weezing is my physical wall, and I could have possibly got a Will-O-Wisp off, but he actually goes for the substitute on my switch because he knew I was going to switch out because there was no way I was going to stay in. So so now he's going to go for the Gear Grind. It's going to do roughly half, as I'm going to go for the Thunderbolt, and that crit did not matter, as you're going to see later on in the match. That crit totally did not matter, so useless crit is useless. But now he's going to predict me to go for another Thunderbolt, and he's going to switch into Cradily, which I really probably should have predicted the switch, but you know, I would have thought that he would have gone for another Gear Grind. I would have, but that would have been like pretty risky. I could have easily went for a Will-O-Wisp right there. But now I'm going to go for the Will-O-Wisp on this Cradily just to cripple it, and the limit is just to, you know, get residual damage each turn. Even though he most likely does have the Recover. I just want it burned because now he can't touch me, which is going to allow me to switch into Dawn, my rock polishing Torterra, and I'm going to be able to get off a couple rock polishes so I can outspeed everything on his team. But for some strange reason, so I go for the first rock polish, and I think he's going to go for the Stealth Rock. Go ahead and set up his rocks. I do have a spinner in the form of my Cryogonal, but it's a crappy spinner, but you know, it can spin away rocks and hazards and stuff. But yeah, so I go for a second rock polish. I have no idea why I went for a second rock polish right there. I really and truthfully, I should have. I guess it's just because I could do it for free, but I probably should have just went for an attacking move right there, being Earthquake or Wood Hammer. Earthquake probably being the better because Wood Hammer does have its recoil. But he's gonna get off a Toxic, so I'm not gonna be able to stay in for long. But I don't want to switch Torterra out. I want to kill this Cradily because this Cradily is gonna be a pain in the ass to deal with, and I just need it dead and gone like right now. So I am gonna be able to kill off that Cradily with a Wood Hammer. So I'm looking fairly good right now. Torterra's poisoned, so it's not really too good. But you know, yeah. So he's gonna bring him a Shauna. I'm just gonna go for the Earthquake. That's probably the best move to go for because again, Wood Hammer is gonna have recoil on me. As he's gonna go for a Moonlight, and restore all of that HP that he just lost to my Earthquake. So now I go for the Stone Edge because I was just banking on a crit. I should have went for another Earthquake right there, or even a Wood Hammer, to tell you the truth, because a Wood Hammer would have done a lot more, and you know, I would have been able to have more damage on this Mashana as I switched into this Stantler. But he's gonna switch out. I'm actually surprised he switched out, but that's pretty good for me because I just went for the Confuse Ray because I didn't want, because just in case if he stayed in, I didn't want to go for the T-Wave right then and there because I didn't want my Stantler paralyzed. So his Magmortar is now, so he's gonna bring in Magmortar. He probably went for the focus blast right there, but I am maxed out in my special defense, which, you know, Stantler's special defense is nothing, is like poop, kind of like poopish a bit, but you know, it's whatever. But he's gonna hit himself into confusion, get the hacks, and I am gonna be able to get off a T wave on him. So now I feel relatively safe in going into my cryogonal. But he's also gonna switch out into his cling clang. And for some strange reason, I stay in. I guess I predicted him to go for either the shift gear or the substitute like he did last time. So I got off a free rapid spin. So that's pretty damn awesome for me. Very, very awesome. But now I'm not going to stay in. I'm going to switch into my Stantler because I wanted to get the intimidate drop because he just got an attack raise, and I wanted to lower his attack back to normal with my Stantler. So now I can switch into my Wheezing and take gear grinds a bit better. So he's gonna go for he goes for the sub, and he's gonna go for the gear grind. And I also forgot to mention, I saw that he is life orb, so he's gonna be killing himself with life orb. So if I can stall him out long enough, then he's gonna end up dying. But he's gonna go for the shift gear now just to get you know, extra boost because he can. And as I'm gonna go for the Thunderbolt, and like I said, and as I said at the beginning of the match, that crit didn't matter because on his sub the first time, because a non-crit Thunderbolt just broke his sub. But he's gonna be able to go for a gear grind and gets a crit. And even if he didn't get the crit, I would have still my Wheezing would have still died. But now I'm gonna bring back in my Stantler, get the intimidate drop as he goes for the gear grind and he misses. Thank goodness. Really, honestly, I probably should have went for a T wave right there, but I guess him being confused is much better because he can't touch me, which he has like a 50% chance of hitting me, which he hits himself into confusion, and I'm gonna be able to paralyze him. So now I can, you know, yeah. So I stay in thinking, oh, he's not gonna be able to hit through the that parafusion thing going on, but he actually does hit through it. And in all honesty, I should have went for a headbutt somewhere before I went for the T wave, but I didn't, so that was really bad for me. But he is going to take himself off due to life orb damage. So now he's going to bring in Mashana. I'm going to go for the Shadow Ball. That is a critical hit right there, and I get a special defense drop. So there's just so much hacks going on. But he's just going to be able to go and hit me with a Psychic because, you know, Stantler, you know, he's just going to hit me with a Psychic because Stantler is already at low health. He might as well just do it, right? But now I'm going to go ahead and bring in my Semi-Seer. I'm going to go for the obvious Fire Blast because obvious Fire Blast is obvious. It's my strongest move to hit that Mashana with, and he's going to predict that, go into a Slow King because Slow Kings are usually especially defensive. And the fact that he has Skull makes it to believe that he is defensive. And so now I'm going to switch out and predict him to go for the Scald, and he actually predicts my switch very nicely and goes for the Flamethrower instead. But it still only does like roughly 25% to my Cryogonal because I am maxed out in my special defense and I'm max HP, so I was able to take it fairly well. And I don't think he has investments in his special attack. But he's going to predict me to go for the Toxic and switch into either predict me to go for the Toxic and switch into Magmortar, or he just, you know, wanted to switch into Magmortar. But I felt relatively safe going for the Recover right there because you know, I just felt safe going for the Recover, and I didn't think he could either go for the Focus Blast or Fire Blast or maybe even Flamethrower. I don't know what he wanted to do, but I'm just gonna bring in Semi-Seer because you know, now I want to get out of there just in case he hit his move. But he gets paralyzed like 3 times in a row, so he's gonna switch into the Slow King to take the Focus Blast because obviously I'm gonna go for the Focus Blast again. And he's going to switch right back out into his Magmortar, probably trying to bait to see if I have like an HP Grass or a hit or a Grass Knot, which I do have Grass Knot, but for some strange reason I thought I could take a Scald from a Slow King, so I just went for the workup. But yeah, I guess hey, look, I got a free workup, so I'm going to be able to go for a Focus Blast and KO his Magmortar. Which I don't know if that Magmortar was scarfed or not, or whatever it was. I don't even know if it had leftovers. I wasn't paying attention. But he's going to bring a Slow King. I go for the Grass Knot. It does roughly half as he goes for a Scald, and I did not take that Scald at all. So I just overestimated Semi-Seer and underestimated Slow King. But now I'm going to bring in my Cryogonal, and I'm going to go for the obvious Toxic as he's going to predict that, switch into his Mashana, and I hit the Toxic. I was really hoping that I wouldn't hit the Toxic, but I did, And so now the synchro. So now my wall is statused, and all I have left is my Cryogonal and my Jinx, as he only has his Rashana and Slowking left. So it's pretty bad for me. It's really bad for me, considering he has his Rashana could possibly have HP fighting, and that Slowking does have flamethrowers, so it could hit my stuff pretty damn hard. So it's not really looking too good for me, but I'm not gonna give up just yet. I'm not gonna give up. So I'm gonna bring in Jinx, as he's gonna go for the Moonlight, because I didn't want toxic damage racking up on my Cryogonal, and he is going to go for the Moonlight and get his HP back up. And I think I go for the Psyshock. What? Why did I go for Psyshock? I should have went for Ice Beam. I really should have. I don't know why I went for the Psyshock right there. I feel so damn stupid. But he goes for a, what was that, Psychic or something? I think it was Psychic, and he gets a crit and a special defense drop. So I really don't want to stay in on this thing. So I'm going to switch back into my Cryogonal, as he's going to actually predict my switch and switch out into a Slowking. But he's gonna he's gonna like double switch right back out into his Rashana, predicting me to go for the Toxic, which I do. I actually thought that he wouldn't. I actually thought that he would try to stay in and think that I would predict him to go into Rashana, so and go for the Ice Beam or something. I don't know. I have no idea. Obvious play was just damn near obvious, and I just got predicted. So so it's really not looking too good for me. But now I'm going to go for the Ice Beam, and it does not KO this Rashana. That's perfectly fine. I was like, okay, whatever, that's fine. It's fine, it's whatever, you know. I'm going to be able to, I can go for another Ice Beam and, you know, take it out or something, or whatever. Or bring in Jinx and go for the Ice Beam, because I think my Jinx is modest, and so I should be able to get off a mad-ass Ice Beam on it. But actually now I'm going to switch out into my Jinx, and he's going to go for the Hidden Power. And I found out later that this was Hidden Power fighting. Yeah, it doesn't do too much to Jinx. That's pretty surprising. So if it does that much to Jinx, I don't think it would do too much to my Cryogonal, even though it would be super effective. But it's not stab or anything. But he's going to predict my Ice Beam and go into a Slowking. And I'm pretty much just screwed right here. I was trying to squeeze a win out of my ass, but things just did not go my way. And and I lose my Jinx, and so now all I have left is Cryogonal, and obviously he has 2 damn walls, and my Cryogonal is poisoned, so poison damage is gonna rack up. So I'm just gonna speed up this part, and that's pretty much a good game. It's gonna be a 2-0. Sorry for spoiling everything, but you know, there's really no point, because everything is just, I mean, come on, the outcome of the battle was painfully obvious, because he walls, that Slowking completely walls my my Cryogonal, because I'm carrying Rapid Spin, Recover, Toxic, and Ice Beam. Ice Beam being my only attacking move, and him having his Rashana poisoned is stopping me from going for Toxic and stuff like that. So you know, there's really, so I didn't want to run away though. I hate running away from battles. I really truly do. I can't stand running away. It just, I don't know, man. I just want to, because sometimes you never know if you'll win a match or not, you know. Like in my last, like one of my other videos on my old channel, where Cophagragus, it was like 2 versus 1. All I had left was Cophagragus, and I managed to pull out a win. But yeah. So I'm just gonna take this bit of time right here to say, hey, welcome to my new channel, guys. Please, if you're coming from my old channel, please, you know, subscribe to my channel. You know the deal. Please like my videos. That means thumbs up my videos, please. You know, leave comments on my videos. I do respond to comments. Subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed, if you're just checking me out for the first time. And I hope to have a very fun time on this channel as I did on GamerJ TV. And I really don't know what else to say. I'm kind of pissed at the damn tier changes though. This match obviously happened before the tier changes, and so like Slowking and Clang went to RU, so like I was just kind of peed off about it a bit. You know, it's like, really, they changed the tiers as soon as I lose my match. But yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. The video, no, the channel, no, damn. The link to their channel will be in the video description. Go check out my Twitter, my Facebook. Yes, I made a Facebook finally, guys. And I'm still using my same old Twitter. And yeah, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, my videos are epically delicious.